Hey guys, it's Dr. Adam Nally coming to you live from Periscope here on Facebook Live right here. It's really late on a Friday night, but I figured I haven't been able to live stream for a few days, so I thought I'd come and do it anyway for those of you night owls who are up, not watching TV, goofing around on the weekend, or just having insomnia. So those of you on the replay, thank you for watching this. I appreciate you. My name is Dr. Adam Nally. I'm a board-certified family physician. I'm a board-certified obesity medicine specialist coming to you live on a Friday night from Waddell, Arizona. I'm going to try to restart my my Periscope on my screen here so I can actually read the questions, because I'm running off the Mevo and it goes to my phone and I can't read the little bitty letters. So anyway, I thought I would talk to you tonight about the part number 23, 25 reasons for being in ketosis. Hello, Tanya from New Zealand, and Tammy, good evening, good to see you guys. And my dogs are hearing my voice, so they're wanting to come in the dog door. Anyway, what I figured I would talk to you about is part number 23 of 25 reasons to be in ketosis, branched chain amino acids, BCAAs, and ketosis. Do you need them? Do you not need them? And why not? So hopefully we can talk a little bit about that. This is one of the reasons for ketosis, and we'll talk about why it's important. Hello, Donna from Queensland, and Adrian, how are you? And Linda and Bruce. And boy, there's a lot of people up late at night tonight. And I apologize if you're hearing lots of noise in the background. There's something, my dog is rustling something. Hey, Dwayne from Gilbert, how are you? It's good to see you. And over here on the Periscope, we got Laura in Tampa and Nashville. Is it WC Markham? Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining in late. You guys are up late tonight. Anyway, I was doing a little bit of work and thought I would talk to you a little bit about this. Now, for many years, let me back up a little bit and talk about amino acids. There are 9 essential amino acids that our body needs. Now, what that means is that these are amino acids, proteins, the smallest particles of proteins that our bodies can't make on their own. There's 9 of them. 3 of them are called branched chain amino acids, and that means they have little branches off of the amino acid chain that it is also essential, and that's leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Those are the 3. Now we have to eat them. We have to ingest them. They actually come from plants. So your leafy greens in your ketogenic diet is one place you get them from. They're essential because we need them. One of the things that bodybuilders noticed over the years is that leucine, one of these branched chain amino acids that's also an essential amino acid, is essential in developing muscle and maintaining muscle. And when you're following a calorie-restricted diet, and you're lifting weights, leucine is the biggest amino acid that you lose. You have major trouble maintaining that leucine because of what happens as you're producing glucose and as your body's working out really hard. So people would be pounding these or adding these branched chain amino acids to put in the system. Now, as a bodybuilder who's a normal person, that's not a big deal. But if you're insulin resistant, what that means is if you're overproducing insulin, which is about 85% of the people that walk through my door, they overproduce insulin anywhere between 2 to 20 times the normal amount. A high level of branched chain amino acids. So if you're drinking BCAAs like you're going out of style and you produce lots of insulin, the combination of the two actually damage the beta cell, the insulin producing cell in the body, and lead to worsening insulin resistance and worsening damage to the fat cells, causing the fat cells to become more sluggish, which adds to the whole process of obesity. So pounding branched chain amino acids with a high insulin level is a problem. If you don't have insulin resistance, it's not a big deal. But so where does ketosis or a ketogenic lifestyle come into play here? Well, the really amazing thing from a couple studies in the last 2 years that we've seen is that when you shift into a ketogenic state, the ketones themselves actually preserve leucine and isoleucine and valine. They actually preserve the breakdown of these 3 branched chain amino acids 50% greater than a non-ketogenic diet. So you actually don't need to add the branched chain amino acids because they're preserved. So the presence of the ketone suppresses what's called an it's an mTORC1 or the mTOR enzyme that breaks down the leucine and breaks down the isoleucine. It preserves it so that it doesn't damage the beta cell, and the beta cell can heal. So your ability to be less insulin resistant occurs. And I see that over a period of 18 to 24 months in my clinic. And you also maintain leucine. This is also done by raising testosterone back to a normal level. So the presence of exogenous, even and the study was done with exogenous ketones. So the presence of being in ketosis itself or exogenous ketones added to the process by shifting you into ketosis preserves your leucine, preserves isoleucine, preserves valine, so you don't have to spend a bunch of money on a BCAA drink, number one. Number two, it allows you to maintain that ketosis, preserve muscle function, preserve the ability to build and strengthen muscle without having to add a bunch of really expensive protein drinks. And then lastly, it protects the beta cell and the fat cell from the damage of the mTORC1 enzyme that gets ultra activated in the presence of high insulin and high branched chain amino acids. So hopefully that makes some sense. That's where I get the question a lot from bodybuilders and guys shifting from the low fat world of nutrition into the ketogenic world, saying, well, doc, I got to add my BCAAs, right? Well, no, you don't. Save yourself some money. You could actually take the money you'd spend on branched chain amino acids and use it to buy bacon. Hey, they're great, something cool like that. And then if you got a little extra left over, then buy some exogenous ketones. Go to my website, docmuscles.com. Click on the link there to the keto cart, and you can see the ketones there. Check those out. We know that being in ketosis or using exogenous ketones does this. Study in the Cell, CELL is the name of the journal, 2016 showed this. So pretty cool. Anyway, enough rambling for a Friday night. Hopefully that allows you to save your money. Let's see. Corey says, can you tell us why only 2 cups of salad greens a day? Well, I tell people 2 cups is really all you need. The 2 cups is essentially enough to replace folic acid. You're looking to try to replace folic acid. The one thing that some people don't get, especially pregnant women, is adequate folate or folic acid if you don't eat any leafy greens. 2 cups of leafy greens is usually adequate to provide that folic acid if you're also using eggs and things of that nature. So hopefully that answers your question there. Hello, Musk. How are you? Is it Musky? Musk? Good. How are you? Hello from Sarasota, says Cheryl. Hello, Jennifer. Michelle's in Las Vegas. Let's see here. 4:15 on the Gold Coast in Australia. Melissa, what are you doing at 4? Is it 4:15 in the evening or 4:15 a.m.? Hello from Ohio. Hey, Debbie. How are you guys? Shift work, says Debbie. Oh, wow. Okay. Betty and Lori are in Arkansas. Just finished in Brisbane, 4 p.m. It's 4 p.m. in Saturday. Hey, Sandra. How are you? All right. Well, throw a question in there if it's not too late or if your brains are not fried from the week. So if we skip the greens for a day or two, is this okay? It actually is. Is it Jinan Maui? If you don't have salad leafy greens that day, it's not a huge deal. You will get folic acid from eggs. You're going to get it from your leafy greens. The other benefit of the leafy green is it's providing fiber, and that fiber is a prebiotic for your gut bacteria. So like today, I didn't really have any leafy greens, but I had sauerkraut on my bratwurst. It's cabbage. That's fermented cabbage. It provides that probiotic ability. It also provides the folate through the sauerkraut. Can I have more than 2 cups of leafy greens daily? Well, of course you can, Corey. I tell people there's no limit to the leafy greens. If it's a leaf and it's green, have as much as you want. There's no limit to it. I don't have a challenge there. For those of you that are new to a ketogenic lifestyle, I just augmented my membership site. So go to docmuscles.com. That first page there, if you scroll to the bottom and you click on Become a Ketonian or click on Membership, it'll take you to my membership site. The membership site has three parts to it. There's a standard membership, a ketogenic 101 course that I just put into there now, and then a concierge service that's available for people that want to use me as their doc and have access. So the standard membership gives you access to 2 basic videos I have, to a 7-day diet plan that I put out there, and to you can actually get a copy of the diet that I wrote. The mid-range price, which is the ketogenic lifestyle course, there are 4 modules with a series of questions and bonus modules that are with those. That gives you access to the Keto Clan Facebook group, which is a private Facebook group you get linked up with me, and you get access to that for 12 months. You can actually interact with me on a daily basis and ask all sorts of cool questions like Corey just asked. And she says, I just changed your life. You thought you had a limit. No, Corey, there's no limit. You're actually okay. You'll live. Hopefully you will live. So go to the membership site, check that out. For $23 or $239, you can join the ketogenic lifestyle course. That's a 12-month course, 12 months of access to the Keto Clan group, which is that private Facebook group with me, and then also the lifestyle courses where I have a bunch of questions, and you get to do question answer with that group of Facebook Live folks on the Keto Clan, and it's kind of a way to do some cognitive behavioral therapy and group therapy online. If you're in Brisbane, Australia, or in Timbuktu, you can actually interact together, and actually it's pretty cool. If you're not eating leafy greens every day, should I supplement folic acid? You should. I would recommend it. And that's why I developed the Keto Essentials multivitamin. If you go to ketoliving.com, somebody plug that into the chat bars there. Ketoliving.com, I developed a line of vitamins, and the Keto Essentials vitamin has the adequate folic acid you need in case you're not eating your leafy greens like Corey. Can I talk about Synthroid and keto? I've been on keto for 3 months, but keep yo-yoing weight up and down 3 pounds. So Corey, those are great questions to ask in my Keto Clan group. There's usually reasons that you're yo-yoing, and I've actually done 2 complete videos on thyroid, which you probably ought to go check out on docmuscles.com/doc. Doc Live, I think is what it is. It's the Doc Talk Live, or I can't remember one of them, but it's got the whole list of all my videos, and I've done 2 specific thyroid videos on there, so you want to try it out. It's Corey, it's Keto, Keto Living altogether.com. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. You got it in there. Perfect. Thank you. Debbie, Keto Living, put it in. Yes, thank you guys. Miranda, Michelle, thank you guys for plugging that in. How long, so Miranda says, how long can it take a 55-year-old woman who's going through menopause to see the benefits of increased energy and weight loss? You should actually start to notice it within a couple of weeks, Miranda. If you're in menopause, though, about 20% of women that I see in menopause need a little extra estrogen, and that may be something you need to check with your doctor about. So Tracy says, is it safe to begin with keto if you're diabetic, high blood pressure, high cholesterol? Tracy, those are the people that absolutely need keto. Your doc seems to be anti-keto. I think he's wrong. Well, I don't want to discount what your doctor says, because that's a relationship you have and he knows you very well. But every one of my diabetic, high blood pressure, high cholesterol patients, that's the only thing that's actually fixed them. I now have 10 diabetics that we've been able to reverse their type 2 diabetes. They're no longer diabetic. They're off their medicines altogether. Most of my patients are able to come off most or all their blood pressure pills. I've gotten them off all their statins in most cases. I've actually stopped more statins in the last 5 years than I've started, with a ketogenic lifestyle. That lifestyle allows you to stop the statins. I see complete reversal of the cholesterol and all those kind of things. So that's why I designed the program that's there, the membership site. That's why I've got the Facebook live videos that I do. That's why I do all these things, because this dietary change is so profound. It affects insulin resistance and the diabetes, and changes so many people's lives. Just like Corey said, it changes your life. You're welcome, Corey. Thank you. All right, let's see. Do I have a twin? Sandra, I do not. Have you seen my twin somewhere? Looking forward to your appointment. Oh, Susan, you got an appointment with me. Cool. Hello from Los Angeles, your first live. Well, welcome, Denise. Is this your first live you caught? That's awesome. And Audrey is from Oklahoma. Is it Edmond, Oklahoma? Awesome. 4:15 p.m. says Melissa. Okay. So how much protein per day, says Tanya. Tanya, go to my website, docmuscles.com. Click on the blog page and type in protein. There are 2 articles, 2 blog posts that tell you how to calculate the protein you need based on your height. What's up, Doc? In Mesa, Arizona. Cool, John. Welcome. Lindsay says, I'm slightly insulin resistant. I was told if I'm going to work out, I should supplement with a little bit of leucine. Is that bad? Well, only, Lindsay, if you're eating a low-fat diet do you need the leucine supplementation. If you're doing a ketogenic diet, you don't need it. You're spinning your wheels and it's spending too much money. Why is it so hard for diabetics to stay in ketosis? Because they produce so much insulin, Donna. And so you got to stick with it. Like I said, it takes 18 to 24 months to see that insulin level heal. It's a slow process, but the more you stay in ketosis, the better your insulin level gets. That's what I see. Hello from Sarasota, Florida. Hello from San Diego, says Jennifer. Las Vegas, says Michelle. Okay, I think I got back all through those. I'm going to go back and see if there's any more questions here. Tracy says, thank you. You're welcome, Tracy. Can insulin resistance be reversed? It absolutely can, Linda. And I see it every day, and I have for 15 years. Michelle's a perfect example. She reversed her diabetes, no longer has high blood pressure, and no longer takes any medication, plus she lost 150 pounds. So that's just like 150 pounds, right? Michelle, you're like half the woman you used to be, maybe. So congratulations, Michelle. That's awesome. I would give you a high five if you could. All right, I've got all the wait staff at the restaurants drinking butter coffee. Congratulations, Cheryl. You're changing the world one coffee cup at a time. That's awesome. Why is it one doctor says no strawberries and blueberries and the other says it's okay? Monk fruit okay or not? So Scott Mitchell, who says strawberries and blueberries and then says no? Now let me back up. Fruit in general is a fructose. It's a sugar. Of all the fruits together, berries are the lowest in fructose. They have the lowest content. So if you're going to cheat with some fruit, use berries because it's going to have the lowest amount of carbs. 1/2 cup of berries, any berries, is roughly 7 grams of carbohydrate. So if you're going to do something like fluff, sprinkle a 1/4 cup of berries on there and make it, and it gives you a little flavor and a little antioxidants. Great. So I don't mind that as long as you're keeping the total carb content under 20. Now, if you sit down and eat the whole frickin' box of strawberries, that's a problem. So if that doctor who says don't use them has a problem eating the whole box, that's probably why. I'm just guessing. All right, just assuming. Is the aspartame and clostyrene powder enough to be concerned? It probably is. You know, Caden, I don't know how much aspartame is in the clostyrene powder. I didn't even know they put it in there. I will have to look at that. That's new to me. Nicole loves ketosis. All right. And then Lindsay says, I'm slightly insulin resistant, been doing keto for a little while, but been thinking about starting working out, but was told if I should. Oh, I'm sorry. I already answered that question. Thanks. Okay. All right. Let's see. Nicole says, good to know. My triglycerides went from over 300 to 87 in 40 days. That is awesome, Lindsay Webster. Congratulations. That's amazing. My triglycerides used to be almost 300. They're now down to 50, 52-ish. I've had them checked twice, and it's 50 on one day, 52 the other day. I lost 8 pounds in 10 days. Yes, Theo, that's awesome. Eric, Kevin Z, how are you, sir? What would be a possible reason of cholesterol of LDL 640 on keto for 3 years? It was 140 before keto. So, Eric, is that your regular LDL-C that's 640, or is it your LDL-P? That you need to specify, because I'm not sure, because that looks like an LDL-P number, not an LDL-C number. HDL was 78, now it's 55. And the issue would be if you're using something that's got a sweetener in it that spikes your insulin, that could be the major culprit there. Should I take magnesium, in which form? Well, Nora, the form that doesn't cause the diarrhea is magnesium maleate, but any magnesium works if you need to replace the magnesium. Michelle puts in a note about the sweeteners there. Yes. All right, I better look over here at Periscope because they're going to get mad at me if I don't answer their questions. Corey says, quick aside, I appreciate all the info you share. Thanks. Beyond the borders of, you're beyond the borders, you're in Canada. So Corey, you're one that needs to join my membership site so we can interact and you can get some good answers, since it's probably quite a distance to come down to my office. I know calories are important. I have another 100 pounds to lose, so 30 so far, best percent deficit. When you're saying deficit, are you talking about calories? You don't need to have a deficit. You just need to keep the carbs low and increase the protein to where your protein should be based on the calculations on my website. And then I tell people for every gram of protein, have a gram of fat, and that puts you about 70% fat. Laura said, I read that garlic is really good, but 5 cloves roasted has 20 grams of carbs. Yeah, if you eat 5 cloves, you're gonna push especially if you're roasting them, you're gonna activate some of those sugars. So just be cautious of that. Can 4 tablespoons of liquid whipping cream that I then whip be too much? No, it shouldn't be. Well, look at the bottle or the box on your whipping cream and see how many carbs are there per serving, because not all whipping creams are the same. All right, Sandra says fluff and 6 blueberries every second morning. Yes, it is delicious, isn't it? Gina says, is there ever a point in doing keto that we can eat more regular food? Well, bacon is regular food, Gina. What are you talking about? Bacon's not regular food? Eggs are regular food? Ribeyes are regular food. What is regular? That you have to change your perception of normal. Normal is not fishy crackers. I do not remember the Old Testament or ancient Greece talking about fishy crackers as part of their food. Just so your definition of normal it needs to have a little paradigm shift. I'm giving you a hard time, you know that, right? All right. What range should I be in for my blood reading? Which blood reading, Tanya? I've lost 70 pounds and no longer taking 50 units of insulin. Oh, congratulations, Donna. That's amazing. First blood pressure, stop my first blood pressure pill, three to go. Keto's a lifesaver. Yes, it is, Donna. And congratulations. I'm glad my information is helping. That actually makes me feel really warm and fuzzy. Keto is the best kept secret. This food is amazing. Feel sorry for others. Don't eat like you. Corey, exactly. Now, it's going to be the best kept secret until April 10th when my book comes out, and it's going to actually be in Costco for those of you in the United States. Is there Costco in Canada? I don't know if there's Costco in Canada. In the United States, I think my book, I'm told that Keto, the Keto Cure, which you can pre-order on Amazon, is coming out April 10th. And once it hits the shelf, then everybody's going to know about keto. So stock up on your bacon. All right. Let's see. Caden says Sandoz Labs cholestyramine powder has 22.4 milligrams of aspartame. Holy crap. I did not know that. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. That aspartame could be a challenge in the long run. Hello, Kara, how are you? Florence, how are you? Well, welcome. Keto is regular food. Yes, it actually is. Keto is regular food. Oh, there is a Costco there. Okay, well, Corey, then you need to pick up my book. The Keto Cure comes out April 10th. Yes, Keto Cure, just like you wrote it down there. You guys are awesome. You got good questions tonight. When can we order signed copies from you? I got to put this link in. I'm in the process. Hopefully this weekend, I will have a link in on my website that will allow you to pre-register for copies. I'm told that I'm going to be getting my copies in roughly 3 to 4 weeks. And then if you, once I put the link in, that'll give me your name. You can pre-register for the book, and then I can send you a signed copy. So I will have it. I'm hoping to have it this weekend. Stay tuned and check my website over the next few days. Then again, that's docmuscles.com. My coconut oil melts easily in Brisbane heat. That means it must be pretty warm in Brisbane. I am even drinking it at work. It's not fair. Your book is not going to be in Australia. Is there Costco in Australia, Sandra? Because if there's Costco in Australia, I'm hoping it's going to be international. So hopefully it'll be there. I don't know if is there Costco there? If not, we'll get it to Barnes and Noble or well, there's Amazon and Costco, right? You can order it that way. Should be there, same price. Audible release is going to be on 410 as well. I am told that it is, Caden. I am told that. I'm pretty sure. I stocked up on 22 pounds of bacon on sale. Awesome, Michelle. That's great. And I didn't realize you lost 150 pounds, Michelle. That's awesome. Congratulations. So Corey says it's on her list. Corey, I'm assuming you're a female, or are you a male? If you're, are you a male with a C or a female with a C? If you're male and I'm calling you female, I apologize. Let's see, or vice versa. All right, great questions this evening, guys. So remember, BCAAs, you don't need them when you're in ketosis. Your muscle is preserved. If you didn't get to check to listen to the front end of our broadcast, go back, watch the replay, see what we talked about, how BCAAs and keto work together. Female, okay, I figured you were female, but I just didn't want to make sure I was feminizing you if you were male or masculinize you if you're female. All right, great questions. Let me see if there's any other on Periscope. We're good there. And Facebook Live, it's nearing the 11:30 hour, so people are probably sliding into the sack or getting ready for bed. Hello, is a gem? Is a gem? That's a cool name. All right. If there's any other questions, pop them in there. Oh, Tanya says, I was 0.5 millimoles on the blood meter for ketones. Is that the range? Yes, you should be 0.5 millimoles per liter for deciliter, pardon me, or higher with ketones. The goal is to get you for me to see weight loss kick, and I have to be around 0.7 or higher. But 0.5 is considered nutritional ketosis. So yes, you are there. Thanks to you and your guidance, I've lost 150 pounds. Yes. Oh, that's awesome, Michelle. Congratulations. I am so excited to hear that. That is fabulous. So Michelle, pop in what you normally have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner if you have time to do that for people on here. I'm doing a keto class in my small town. 60 people signed up. I could use your help and advice. Lindsay, where are you doing your keto class that people signed up for? That sounds really cool. If you've got 60 people coming, we should talk about getting me out there to work with you somehow. Best time for live for Australia. Thanks. So 4:36 p.m. is 11:36 p.m. in Arizona, and that's the best time for the Aussies. So I know that if I go on at 11, then my Australian crew is watching. That's awesome. Yes, we'd love to. We need to work together. What about traveling and eating out? Well, what about it, Gina? I travel and eat out all the time, and it's not hard to do. You can very easily eat out keto. Most people will try to cater to you in the restaurant. So if you go have a burger, just have them wrap it in lettuce. Leave off the bun. Avoid the ketchup on it. Just have them put self. Sorry, hopefully I didn't lose it. Okay, anyway, if you're traveling, have them lettuce wrap a burger, that works. Let's see, it's in Greenfield, Ohio. Please help. All right, well, you know what, Lindsay, email me the date and when you're doing it, and what's happening, and we can try to work something out, see if that's possible. Because if you got 60 to 100 people coming, that's worth coming out and helping you. Hello, Sky, how are you? Caden says, Robert Lustig says BCAAs are bad for the liver, like fructose or alcohol. What is your take? You know, Caden, there was a study that came out, and the reason he says that, and I agree with it, was that increased BCAAs in the presence of a high insulin actually damaged the fat cells and the pancreatic beta cells and the liver cells to some degree. So I am not a fan of mega dosing BCAAs. In fact, in ketosis, you don't even need them. Bodybuilders use them, but if you're not insulin resistant, it's not a horrible thing. But if you have insulin resistance, BCAAs are not a great thing to be loading on because of the increased mTOR C1 enzyme that's activated that does this damage. So that's one of the things to be wary of. How can I contact you? Can you PM me? Lindsay, just send me if you're on Facebook, go to darkmuscles.com, where I actually go to on Facebook Live, or Dr. Adam Nally on Facebook. You can message me that way, and we can touch base. I'm back. I think I bumped my screen, and I knocked my video out for a second. Realized that it went black, and I went, ooh. So Corey says she has no gallbladder. You take ox bile. Great. You may not need the ox bile, Corey, but if you want to take it, you're welcome to. I asked for whipping cream instead of heavy cream in a little pitcher for my cream at restaurant. That works too. Yep. And as a gem says, I cannot get into ketosis eating more than 10 grams of carbs. Well, the question is, then you're probably significantly insulin resistant, or there's something in the protein you're using or a sweetener that's causing a problem there. Corey says she just broke a 2-day fast. Congratulations. Your exogenous ketones are help stave off the keto flu. Yes, they do. The exogenous ketones do that very well. All right. So Kara says, I had my cholesterol done when I started keto a year ago, and my triglycerides were 33. Had them done again last week, and they were 108. It's related to what you ate the night before, Kara. If you had alcohol, if you had a sweetener, if you had a little excess chicken or shrimp or crustaceans, anything that's high in arginine, chicken, fish, and crustaceans, all can spike the triglycerides. Remember, triglycerides reflect your insulin response in the last 24 hours. That's what that is. All right, 6:37 p.m. in New Zealand. So Tanya, and who's in Australia? I just missed who's in Australia. Tanya is in New Zealand, and who's over in Australia? I just saw. I just lost who's in Australia. So this is a perfect time for New Zealand and Australian folks. All right. What is my take on Plexus? I'm not a fan. Just finished 84-hour fast. What do you feel about diabetics doing fasts? Well, Sky, the one thing I am worried about with doing ketogenic lifestyles and fasting is I've actually had 3 people, because of dehydration, go into ketoacidosis because they didn't replace their electrolytes and had protein malnourishment because of the fasting. So because they're in a ketogenic state, because they're slightly insulin resistant, and because they weren't replacing electrolytes correctly when they go beyond 24 hours, it actually put them into ketoacidosis, and they were hospitalized. So I am not a fan of encouraging ketogenic diets and fasting at the same time. Now, if you're doing a ketogenic diet, you will have periods of natural fasting for 12, 13 hours because you just won't be hungry. It was Sandra who was in Australia, right? So I don't mind that. That's actually perfect. But the whole point of fasting is for people that can't do a ketogenic diet because it puts them into periods of ketosis. And that's the big concern, is these prolonged periods of fasting. If you're not replacing electrolytes and water correctly, it can cause some problems, especially if you're combining the two. And that's where my big concern is. Hair loss with keto is usually related to the number one, anytime you change your diet, you're going to see hair loss. I guarantee it. It'll happen in the first 1 to 3 months. Second is a lot of people are not eating enough protein. Third, they're not replacing the vitamins. And fourth, B12 and MTHFR deficiencies can also cause that too. Ken, thank you for more nitro. Thank you for no more nitro-free bacon information on the last live. Saved you a fortune. Oh, you are welcome. Eat the nitrates, Sandra. You're good for you. There's more of them in green leafy greens than there is in hot dogs. How many grams of protein is too many grams per meal? Well, that's why, Corey, I want you to go calculate go to my website, docmuscles.com, click on the blog section, type in protein in the search bar, and it'll bring up the 2 articles on how to calculate your protein needs. And so calculate your protein, and that'll get you to the ballpark range. Gina, you can take coconut oil packets with you to help the fat content. A fajita is usually okay for eating. Oh, good. That's great, Caden. Thank you for helping there. Sandra says in Australia, in Brisbane, it's 441. Okay, I drink pickle juice with your fast. That helps partially, but often not quite enough for some people. So if you did well with it, Sky, great. It's okay. I don't encourage it because I've had 3 people have significant problems when they did it unsupervised, and that's the challenge. I'm geeking out here. I'm an answer to a prayer. If you end up coming to help, oh my gosh, biggest thing to happen in a small town 100 years. All right, message me and we'll talk. All right, Lindsay. I can't guarantee anything, but we'll see what we can do. All right, Caden Fox, I have celiacs, no wheat or gluten. Well, if you're doing a ketogenic diet, there's no wheat or gluten. You're good there. Coconut oil packets are fantastic, and fajitas don't have any wheat or gluten in them either. You're not eating the tortillas if you're doing fajitas. That's the whole point. I don't fast like eating too much. I get that. Coconut oil packs. That is a good question, Caden. Where do you get coconut oil packets? My hair is now growing. I'm the opposite with ketosis. So when you do a ketogenic lifestyle or any dietary change, because of the actual change in the macronutrient intake, there's a chance that you'll have a stunting of the hair growth for a period of 6 to 8 weeks. It's not uncommon to see that. So you may see some hair loss initially, but the hair will return. So I tell people, don't worry. Unwrap the tortillas to recycle the aluminum foil, but I do not eat anything that's a grain. Eat the fajitas as meat salad, basically. Okay, I get that. Love my Swiss cacao. It helps tremendously. I like mine too. I just had one this evening. Trader Joe's is where you get the packets, says Theo. Okay. Corey says, my macros, carb 17, protein 66, fat 111, but only if I eat 2 meals. I can have more than 30 grams of protein per meal. So that's, depending on your height and weight, 60, I don't know how tall you are, Corey, but that's pretty close. Probably. I would have to calculate it based on your height. 2 poached eggs on brown toast. You need to get rid of the brown toast, Sharon. Blood sugar 9.6. Next day, tried 2 eggs fried in butter, 5 links of sausage, blood sugar probably 2. Exactly. Those 2 pieces of toast are killing you. We call that where I'm at carbage. Trader Joe's has individual coconut packs. Okay, thanks, Theo. You guys are welcome. All right, I will recheck using my calculator too. Great. I'm not a big fan of macros, and the reason is when you calculate a macro, when you change weight, your macro changes, and you have to change with that. And the other problem is that when you calculate a percentage, it often gives your carb content too high or your fat content too high, and that's one of the things that I tell people. I usually start with your grams of fat to grams of protein at 1 to 1, and then we increase fat if you're still hungry, decrease fat if you're over full. If that makes sense. You're 5 feet tall. If you're 5 feet, Corey, then 66 grams of protein might be too much for you. But you'll need to calculate that up, depending on your exercise levels. You guys have some great questions this evening, and I've been rambling now for about 40 minutes, it looks like. Maybe, has I been on that long? Yeah, 41 minutes, somewhere around that, yep. I can't tell, I lost the clock. The clock disappeared on my timer here. Anyway, you're working 5/20/75. I'm working. I'm not sure what that means, Corey. Let's see here. All right, you guys. If any other questions, throw them in there. If not, again, check out my website. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Dr. Adam Nally. I'm a board-certified family physician and a board-certified obesity medicine specialist coming to you live from Waddell, Arizona. My practice is in Surprise, Arizona. It's a suburb of Phoenix. in that area. Corey's going to check her protein numbers. Fantastic. You are very welcome. Carbage equals toast. Yes. Makes you bloated and constipated. Gives you cravings. That it will do. Well, I'm at 35 minutes. Thank you, Michelle. For some reason, the timer is hidden on both of my, oh, there, I found it. There it is over on Periscope, hiding on my phone. All right. You are very welcome, Miranda. Thank you, Tanya. You guys have a great evening. Enjoy. See, Tanya's in New Zealand, and I think Sandra said she's in Brisbane, Australia. That's awesome. I would love to come there. If there's ever a chance to get me out to New Zealand and Australia, I'd love to come out and talk out there. It'd be great. I'd love to travel out there. You guys are very welcome. I will catch some Z's. Caden says, my wife is only able to grow her hair longer when she goes ketogenic. Yep, I wouldn't be surprised. All right. Corey says, I am delightful. Corey, thank you. You are very kind. Well, remember, guys, keep the carbs keep the carbs low, keep the fat high, and pass the bacon. That's the key. Have a great evening. I'm going to sign off. I don't see any other questions popping in there, so you guys have a great night. Check out my blog at docmuscles.com/blog. Check out the membership site. Join us on the Keto Clan. The membership site allows you access there. Yes, these scopes, you got your kind. These scopes are on my website. They automatically upload there, so you can watch the replay there. What about Vancouver Island, British Columbia? I would love to come to Vancouver Island. It's beautiful there. I actually have been there, and I would love to go back. So, Corey, whenever you set up a big keto talk of 60 to 100 people, I'll be there. You let me know. We'll come. We'll set up some way to get there. Left New Zealand and live in Australia these days, says Sandra. Great countries. You know, I've got friends that live out there, and they love it, and I would love to get out there. We'd love you in New Zealand. Oh, I'd love to come visit and talk and meet all you folks out there. It'd be fantastic. Hopefully life will work its way out so I can get out there. All right. Well, you guys, yes, let's set it up, Corey. Have a great evening. Go see me at docmuscles.com. Check out the Keto Cart. Check out the membership site. Read my blog. Watch my Facebook lives. Enjoy everything. Keep the fat high, keep the carbs low, and pass the bacon, guys. Have a great night. Take good care. Bye-bye.